Hello everyone, welcome you all to my channel. Today I'll be posting a video on calculation of electrode potentials and cell potentials for cells involving metal insoluble salt electrode. First we'll learn how to calculate the electrode potential for a metal insoluble salt electrode. Then we'll apply that concept in calculations of cell potentials for some related cells. I hope you all are liking my videos. Please put your comments, and if you are liking it and if it is helping you in your JEE preparation, then please do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and click the bell icon to get notifications about my new videos. So let us continue. Today's topic is an important topic in electrochemistry, calculation of electrode potentials for metal insoluble salt electrode. I'll explain this with the help of an example, and then we'll do some numerical problems based on this. We'll talk about AgCl electrode. Silver electrode dipped in a solution of chloride ions containing AgCl precipitate, containing some silver chloride precipitate. This is the typical construction. I have drawn the diagram. The typical construction I have drawn on the right hand side. The reactions we can write: AgCl solid, it is a sparingly soluble salt. AgCl solid will be in equilibrium with Ag plus ions, Ag plus aqueous, and Cl minus ions. For equilibrium, we can write delta G is equal to 0. Suppose delta G is delta G1, we'll write this as equal to 0. Delta G1 is 0. Then the Ag plus ions will be reduced to give metallic silver. The overall electrode reaction at cathode can be written as, we'll add the two reactions to get the overall reaction: AgCl solid plus electron giving Ag solid plus Cl minus aqueous. So this is the electrode reaction at cathode for this very electrode, for the metal insoluble salt electrode. Okay. Looking at the second reaction, if we write this as delta G2, delta G is minus NFE. Value of N for this reaction, half reaction, is 1. So delta G2 will be minus 1 into F into E for this half reaction. E will be E of Ag plus to Ag. Okay. Similarly, for the third reaction, which is the addition of first two reactions, we can write delta G3 is equal to, again N value is 1, minus 1 into F into electrode potential for this half reaction. We can write it as E of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus. Now, as delta G is an extensive property, the addition of delta G of first two reactions will give the delta G of third reaction, because third reaction we have obtained by adding the first two reactions. So therefore we can write delta G3 is equal to delta G1 plus delta G2. Now delta G1 is 0. Delta G1 is 0 because the first reaction is at equilibrium. Ag plus and Cl minus ions are at equilibrium. So from here we'll get E of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus is effectively equal to E of Ag plus to Ag. But in this solution, the concentration of Ag plus ions, in the solution will be controlled by the Ksp equilibrium, the solubility equilibrium of AgCl. From Nernst equation, we can write E of Ag plus to Ag is equal to E naught of Ag plus to Ag minus 0.059 upon N. N value is 1. We are assuming that temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. At 25 degrees Celsius, we write 2.303 RT by F as equal to 0.059. Okay. Then log of 1 upon Ag plus. This is how we calculate the electrode potential for Ag plus Ag electrode using the Nernst equation at a given concentration of Ag plus ions. Now here, the concentration of Ag plus ions will be controlled by the solubility equilibrium. In the solubility equilibrium, we can write concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus is equal to Ksp. Concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus is equal to Ksp. The concentration of Ag plus will be equal to Ksp upon Cl minus. So let us put the values. or we'll get E of AgCl to AgCl minus is equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log of, we'll write this as Ag plus will be equal to Ksp upon Cl minus. Okay, we can further simplify this, or we get E of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus will be equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log of Cl minus upon Ksp. So we can use this expression as a result. So we can use this expression as an important result. E of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus will be equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log of Cl minus upon Ksp. I hope I am clear. If the Ksp value is known, and E naught of Ag plus 2Ag is known, we can calculate the E of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus. Now, how to calculate this electrode potential at standard conditions? It's important to note that the standard condition for this electrode, for the metal-metal insoluble salt electrode, will have concentration of Cl minus as 1 molar. How do we define standard conditions? At standard conditions, active masses of all the species involved should be equal to 1. AgCl is a pure solid, its active mass is 1. Ag is also a solid, its active mass is 1. But Cl minus remains in solution, its active mass will be equal to its concentration in molarity. We'll say that at standard state of this electrode, concentration of Cl minus will be put as 1 molar. Okay. So let us put the values. Now we get another expression. We'll get E naught of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus. We have taken the standard state. Will be equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log of Cl minus is 1 upon Ksp. We can also use this as an important result. So we have derived two important results: an expression for calculation of electrode potential for metal-metal insoluble salt electrode, and another expression for calculation of electrode potential for the standard electrode potential of a metal-metal insoluble salt electrode. Okay. Now let us do one more example, and let us try and derive a similar expression for another metal-metal insoluble salt electrode, but with a slightly different formula. The equations will not remain same for every metal and metal insoluble salt electrode. It will be dependent on the formula of the salt also, because Ksp depends on the formula of the salt. Let us do one more example. A commonly used example in different in a metal insoluble salt electrode, a common example is example of calomel electrode. So let us talk about the calomel electrode and calculation of its electrode potential from the electrode potential of mercurous to mercury. So let us understand the calculations of calomel electrode. Calomel electrode is one of the reference electrodes. Okay, let me explain its construction in brief. The construction of a calomel electrode. It is filled with liquid mercury. We can think of a tube which is filled with a liquid mercury. Then above it we have a paste of Hg2Cl2 solid and Hg liquid. Above it we have a solution of chloride ions. This is a typical construction of a calomel electrode. and inside it we have a platinum wire. Inside it we have a platinum wire. This is a typical construction of calomel electrode. Now let us summarize the reactions that are taking place here. Reactions as cathode. We will be calculating the reduction potential. So we will be writing the reactions as cathode. So it is the salt mercurous chloride Hg2Cl2, which is also known as calomel. Common name of Hg2Cl2 is calomel. It will remain in equilibrium with the mercurous ions Hg2 plus aqueous plus 2Cl minus aqueous, and the mercurous ions can be reduced, Hg2 plus aqueous can be reduced to give mercury. The overall electrode reaction can be written as, the overall electrode reaction for this metal-metal insoluble salt electrode can be written as Hg2Cl2 solid plus 2 electron giving 2 Hg liquid plus 2 Cl minus aqueous. It's important to note that mercurous ions exist as Hg2 plus and not as simply Hg plus. It contains a metal-metal covalent bond between 2 Hg plus. It exists as Hg2 plus. Now applying the concept similar to the AgGCl electrode, we can say that the first reaction is at equilibrium, so delta G1 is equal to 0. For the second reaction, delta G2 will be minus NFE, value of N is 2, there is gain of 2 electrons, N is 2, so minus 2 into F into E of Hg2 plus 2 Hg, and this will be equal to delta G3, and delta G3 will be equal to minus 2 into F into E of Hg2Cl2 to Hg and Cl minus. So what do we get? We'll get that delta G3 will be equal to delta G1 plus delta G2. Again delta G1 is 0, so delta G3 will be equal to delta G2. So we can write delta G3 is equal to delta G1 plus delta G2, and as delta G1 is 0, this is equal to delta G2, or we'll get minus 2F E of Hg2Cl2 to Hg and Cl minus is equal to minus 2F E of Hg2 plus 2Hg. Okay, we'll cancel out minus 2F minus 2F. So effectively what do we get? E of Hg2Cl2 to Hg and Cl minus is equal to E of Hg2 plus 2Hg. Now we can apply Nernst equation to find out E of Hg2 plus 2Hg. Let us apply the Nernst equation and solve it. So now we'll write, or E of Hg2Cl2 to Hg and Cl minus is equal to, we'll substitute this by Nernst equation, we'll get E naught of Hg2 plus 2Hg minus 0.059 by N value is 2, log of 1 upon concentration of Hg2 plus. Fine. Now we can substitute Hg2 plus by the KSP expression. We'll use this equilibrium. Which equilibrium? We'll use this first equilibrium. For the first equilibrium we can write the KSP will be equal to, let us write it here, KSP will be equal to concentration of Hg2 plus into Cl minus ka whole square. So therefore we'll get concentration of Hg2 plus is equal to KSP upon Cl minus ka whole square. Let us substitute this value in this expression, in the above expression. On substituting the concentration of Hg2 plus, we will get we'll get E of Ag2Cl2 to Hg and Cl minus is equal to E naught of Ag22 plus 2Hg minus 0.059 by 2 log of 1 upon, and concentration of Ag2 plus will be put as Ksp upon Cl minus ka whole square. Now simplifying this expression, we'll simplify this expression, or we'll get E of Ag2Cl2 to Hg and Cl minus is equal to E naught of Ag22 plus 2Hg minus 0.059 by 2 log of Cl minus whole square upon Ksp. So we can memorize this result. I hope I am clear to everyone. So this is how we calculate electrode potentials for metal-metal insoluble salt electrodes. This expression may be different depending on the formula of the salt. So it is always expressed in terms of the standard electrode potential of a metal-metal soluble salt electrode, okay, containing the same metal ion as the ion found by the insoluble salt, and another expression with log and Ksp. The exact expression will slightly vary depending on the formula of the salt. Now let us do some problems based on this. Let me give you a question. Given data is E naught of Ag plus to Ag is 0.8 volts and Ksp of AgCl is 10 to the power minus 10. Find E of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus. Okay. We have to take 2.303 RT by F. Normally we take it as 0.059. Let us assume that we take it as 0.06. 2.303 RT by F, इसकी value हमने 0.06 ली है. We have taken to value of 2.303 RT by F as equal to 0.06. Now we'll solve it. We'll use the expression that we had earlier derived. We'll write E of, we have to find the standard electrode potential of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus, E naught of AgCl to AgCl minus. We'll use the expression E naught of AgCl to Ag and Cl minus can be written as equal to E naught of Ag plus to Ag. Keep in mind the expression we had derived, minus 0.059. We had written it as 0.059, but in the question it has been given as, we have to take it as 0.06. So minus 0.06 log 1 upon Ksp. Now let us put the values and solve it. Value of E naught of Ag plus 2Ag is how much? 0.8 volts. And this will become equal to minus 0.06 into log of 1 upon 10 to the power minus 10 is 10 to the power 10. And log of 10 to the power 10 will be equal to 10. So 0.8 volts minus 0.06 into 10. So this comes out to be 0.8, 1 second. .8 volts minus 0.6 volts is equal to 0.20 volts. So standard electrode potential of AgCl electrode will be 0.2 volts if we consider Ksp of AgCl as 10 to the power minus 10, and the value of E naught of Ag plus 2Ag is 0.8 volts. Okay. We have considered 2.303 RT by F as equal to 0.06. So what can we conclude from here? That if the value of Ksp is known, then we can find out the value of E naught of a metal-metal insoluble salt electrode. Now let us do another question in which we'll be constructing a cell out of a metal-metal insoluble salt electrode, and we'll be calculating its cell potential with the help of concepts learned in this video. So let us do a question based on this. I am giving a cell representation. Cell is Ag solid, AgBr solid, Br minus aqueous with a concentration of 0.5 molar, then a salt bridge, then AgNO3 aqueous with a concentration of 0.02 molar, Ag solid. We have to find the EMF of the above cell at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay. Take 2.303 RT upon F as equal to 0.059. Let us find the EMF of this cell. I will be explaining the calculation of EMF of this cell by two different methods. Method 1. Okay. Method 1, we will calculate the electrode potentials of cathode as well as anode separately, and then we'll write the cell potential as E cathode minus E anode. Let us first write the electrode potential of cathode. Cathode is Ag plus Ag electrode. We'll write E of Ag plus 2Ag is equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag. We'll apply the Nernst equation, minus 0.059 by 1 log of 1 upon Ag plus. What is the concentration of Ag plus ions at cathode? Concentration of Ag plus ions at cathode will be equal to 0.02 molar, which is equal to concentration of AgNO3. So this comes out to be equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log of concentration of Ag plus at cathode is 0.02, 1 upon 0.02. Let us leave it right now. Let us leave this expression as it is. Now let us find out the electrode potential of anode, the reduction potential of anode. Now anode is a metal insoluble salt electrode, AgBr electrode. One data is missing here. We need to know the Ksp value of AgBr to solve this. Ksp of AgBr has been given as 5 into 10 raised to minus 13. Now let us use this to solve. Now we can write the electrode potential for the AgBr electrode. The reduction potential of AgBr to Ag and Br minus electrode can be written as equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 by 1 log of 1 upon Ag plus, and Ag plus will be Ksp upon Br minus. So Br minus will write in the numerator. 1 second. This becomes log of Br minus upon Ksp. Now let us solve this. Let us keep it in terms of E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059. Let us put the values of concentration of Br minus. Concentration of Br minus was given as, let us look at the cell. Concentration of Br minus is 0.5 and Ksp is 5 into 10 raised to minus 13. Let us put these values. Concentration of Br minus was 0.5 and Ksp is 5 into 10 raised to minus 13. The 0.5 can be written as 5 into 10 raised to minus 1. 5 and 5 will be cancelled. We'll get this as 10 to the power 12. So we'll get this as E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log of 10 to the power 12. So E cathode we have calculated, E anode we have calculated. Okay. Let us further simplify this. E cathode will be equal to log of 1 by 0.02. 1 by 0.02 can be written as 100 by 2 will be equal to log 50. Log 50 can be written as log 10 plus log 5. Log 10 is 1, log 5 is approximately 0.7. So we'll write this as E naught of this is log 50. This comes out to be equal to E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log 50. Let us use this result below, and this becomes equal to, now we'll write E cell. E cell is equal to E cathode minus E anode. E cathode is E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log 50, and E anode is E naught of Ag plus 2Ag minus 0.059 log of 10 to the power 12. If we solve this, simplify this, this expression will get cancelled out. Minus 0.059 log 50 will be 1.7 log 10 plus log 5, and minus plus 0.059 into log 10 to the power 12 is 0.059 into 12. So final answer becomes 0.059 into 12 minus 1.7. 12 minus 1.7 will be 10.3. 0.059 into 10.3 volts. This is our final answer. So this is a slightly longer method. We'll do this question by a shorter method also. Okay, let me revisit this, just summarize this calculation what we did. We calculated the electrode potential of cathode. By applying the Nernst equation, we calculated the electrode potential of anode by the concept we just learned in the above section in this video, how to calculate the electrode potential of a metal insoluble salt electrode. Once we have calculated E cathode, once we have calculated E anode, we have calculated the E cell by subtracting the E anode from E cathode. E cell is standard reduction potential of cathode minus reduction potential of anode. We did this and we got our answer as 0.059 into 10.3 volts. Now let me solve this by an alternate method, which will be a slightly shorter method and relatively simpler. The calculations will seem easier, but it's effectively the same thing. We are doing representing the cell in a different manner. We'll represent the cell in a different manner, so it will make the question appear very simple. The alternate method. For better understanding of the problem, it is always advisable to understand both the methods, but for solving in exams, solving in the JEE exams, actual JEE exams, I will recommend to solve by the alternate method because it is shorter, it will take less time. What we'll do here is, we'll represent the above cell as a concentration cell. The above cell is not a concentration cell. Let us look at the above cell, the given cell. Please note that it is not a concentration cell. Why it is not a concentration cell? Because the standard electrode potentials of cathode and anode are not same. The electrode construction is not same. The electrode at the left, the anode, is a metal insoluble salt electrode. Electrode at the right is a metal soluble salt electrode. But effectively, both electrodes involve oxidation reduction of Ag plus ions only. So we may represent it. We have an alternate representation. For calculations, we may represent it as a metal as a concentration cell, where at anode also we'll write it as Ag plus electrode, and at cathode also we'll write it as Ag plus Ag electrode. The only point is the source of Ag plus at anode is the metal insoluble salt AgBr. So we'll write that concentration of Ag plus at anode is equal to Ksp upon Br minus, and concentration of Ag plus at cathode will be equal to the concentration of the metal soluble salt, that is AgNO3. Okay. Now we'll apply the Nernst equation on the concentration cell. What is the effective cell reaction for this cell? Effective cell reaction will be Ag plus giving Ag plus Ag. At anode, oxidation takes place, so this is the anode part and this is the cathode part. So for the concentration cell, if we apply the Nernst equation, we'll get E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059, n value is 1, log of products by reactants. Products will be Ag plus at anode, pure solids active mass is 1, will not write Ag in the expression of the reaction quotient. So log of Ag plus at anode upon log of Ag plus at cathode. Now as we have written it as a concentration cell, E naught cell will be 0. For a concentration cell, E naught cell is 0. Now we solve it. This comes out to be minus 0.059. Let us put the values of Ag plus at anode and Ag plus at cathode. Ag plus at anode is Ksp upon Br minus, and Ag plus at cathode will be concentration of AgNO3. Let us put the concentrations now. This is equal to minus 0.059 log of Ksp was given as 5 into 10 raised to minus 13. Concentration of Br minus was given as 0.5. Concentration of AgNO3, what was given in the question? Concentration of AgNO3 was given as 0.02. Let us put these values. So this comes out to be minus 0.059 log of, this is 10 to the power minus 12 by 0.02. We can further simplify this. This is, instead of 0.02, we'll write it as 2 into 10 raised to minus 2. This comes out to be 10 raised to minus 10. Or we can write it as minus 0.059 log of 10 to the power minus 10 minus log of 2. This is minus 10, this is minus 0.3, so minus 10.3. Minus minus will be cancelled, or we get 0.059 into 10.3 volts. So this is a simpler method, shorter method. Let us look at the answer which we had gotten earlier, 0.059 into 10.3 volts, and the lower one also is the same answer. So we have gotten the same answer. Definitely we'll get the same answer. The answer will not change irrespective of the method. Okay. The second method, we have solved it as a concentration cell. Although it is not a concentration cell, we have assumed it to be a concentration cell for the sake of our calculations. Calculations get easier. E naught cell comes out to be 0. The only dependence is concentration of Ag plus at cathode and anode. We have expressed the concentration of Ag plus at anode in terms of Ksp, concentration of Ag plus at cathode in terms of the concentration of the soluble salt, and have done our calculations. So I hope I am very clear and clear to everyone. This concept is well understood to all. Please put your comments in the comment section. Do let me know if you couldn't understand it. Do let me know if you want more practice on this concept. Thank you everyone.